The desert wind rolled low across the Arizona plains, pushing sand against the wooden posts of a lonely ranch at the edge of the Chiricahua Mountains. It was late afternoon, the sky glowing amber, and the quiet felt too heavy for comfort. Samuel Carter, known to most as Sam, leaned against the fence, hat tilted forward, eyes scanning the horizon. He had lived alone for years, ever since the war and the loss that followed. Solitude suited him, or at least, he had convinced himself it did. His horse shifted restlessly, sensing something before he did. Then Sam saw them, 3 figures moving slowly along the dusty trail. 2 adults and a child. Their silhouettes sharpened as they drew closer. Apache. Sam's hand drifted near his holster out of habit, though he didn't draw. The older woman walked carefully, exhaustion-ridden in every step. Beside her, a younger Apache woman supported a boy who looked barely 8 years old. The boy's face was pale, and he clutched his side as though each breath hurt. They stopped 10 feet from the fence. The younger woman met Sam's eyes. Her English was careful but clear. "My son. He is sick. We need water." Sam hesitated. He knew the stories, the tensions, the warnings traded in saloons. But he also saw the boy's trembling hands. Slowly, he stepped back and opened the gate. "There's a well," he said. "And shade. Bring him in." The relief in her eyes was immediate. They guided the boy toward the porch, where Sam fetched water and a worn blanket. The child drank greedily, then coughed. Sam noticed the fever, the shallow breathing. "He needs more than water," Sam said. "There's a town 2 hours east. Doctor there might help." The woman shook her head. "Soldiers in town. They hunt us." Sam understood. He had seen patrols sweeping the land, suspicion in every order. Silence settled between them. The woman placed her hand over her son's head. Her voice lowered, trembling. "If you protect my son, I will be yours forever." The words hung in the air, heavy and unexpected. The older woman looked away, as though embarrassed by the offer, but desperate. Sam stared at her, surprised. He wasn't expecting anything like that. He had helped strangers before, but never with such a pledge. He exhaled slowly. "Ma'am," he said gently, "you don't owe me yourself." "No one does." She frowned, not fully understanding. "I'll protect him because he's a kid," Sam continued. "And because it's the right thing to do." "That's enough." The woman blinked, caught off guard. It wasn't the answer she expected. For a moment, she seemed unsure how to respond. Then she nodded, slowly. Night fell quickly. Sam built a small fire and heated broth. He found herbs he had learned to use years ago, back when a traveling healer had stayed at his ranch. The boy's fever eased slightly, but not enough. "What is his name?" Sam asked. "Taza," she said. "I am Nita." Sam nodded. "I'll take him to a safer place. I know an old cabin in the canyon. No soldiers there. Tomorrow morning." Nita studied him carefully. Trust didn't come easily, but she saw no deception in his tired eyes. Before dawn, they set out. Sam lifted Taza onto his horse, walking beside them to keep the pace slow. The canyon trail twisted through red rock walls, hidden from the main roads. The boy drifted in and out of sleep. Halfway through, distant hoofbeats echoed. Sam froze. "Patrol," he muttered. He led them off the trail, guiding them behind a cluster of boulders. They waited, barely breathing, as 3 cavalry riders passed. Dust rose, then faded. Taza stirred, whispering weakly. Sam placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "You're all right, kid." They reached the cabin by midday. It was small, abandoned but sturdy. Sam settled Taza inside and fetched fresh water from a nearby stream. Over the next hours, he stayed by the boy's side, cooling his forehead and encouraging him to drink. Nita watched quietly. She wasn't used to this kind of kindness from a stranger, especially one from a world that often treated her people as enemies. "You risk much," she said. Sam shrugged. "I've risked more for less." She studied the faded scar along his jaw. "You fought." "Yeah," he said. "War ended. But some things don't leave you." That night, Taza's fever broke. His breathing deepened, calmer now. Relief washed over Nita, and tears slid down her cheeks. She clasped Sam's hand. "You saved him." Sam shook his head. "He's strong. Just needed time." Over the next few days, Taza regained strength. He began to smile, asking Sam questions about horses and the stars. Sam found himself laughing more than he had in years. On the fourth morning, Nita packed her few belongings. "We must go. My people wait." Sam nodded, though something inside him felt unexpectedly heavy. Taza hugged him. "Will you come with us?" Sam smiled softly. "This old rancher wouldn't fit in your camp." Nita stepped forward. "My promise. I said I would be yours forever." Sam looked at her kindly. "Your promise isn't needed. Take care of your son. That's what matters." She hesitated. "Still, you changed our path. I will not forget." They left at sunrise, disappearing into the canyon. Sam returned to his ranch, the silence deeper than before. Yet it didn't feel as lonely. Weeks passed. One evening, Sam spotted movement near the horizon again. This time, it was a small group, Apache riders. He tensed, unsure of their intent. But as they approached, he recognized Nita and Taza among them. They stopped near his gate. Nita smiled. "We bring trade," she said, gesturing to baskets of dried meat and blankets. Taza grinned. "And we came to see you." Sam chuckled, shaking his head. "You didn't have to. We wanted to," she replied. They spent the afternoon sharing food and stories. The sun dipped low, painting the sky gold. Sam realized something had shifted, not just for them, but for him. Before leaving, Nita spoke quietly. "You said I did not owe you myself. But I give you something else, friendship. Forever." Sam nodded, touched. "That's more than enough." As they rode away, Sam leaned against the fence again, watching until they disappeared. The desert wind returned.